Hi, this is Steve, and in this video I'm going to show you how to set up simple link tracking on your WordPress website so that you can send people from your domain / whatever to any other domain name. And we're going to start off by talking about the 5 main reasons why you might want to do this. So reason number 1. You've ordered some traffic from a solo ad provider and you want to ensure that you're getting the clicks you've ordered. Reason number 2, you want to create a short URL or a memorable URL that you can share, maybe to an affiliate program or offer that you're promoting. Number 3, to redirect people to different offers based on the country where they are located. Number 4, passing that country information where the click originated into your autoresponder service. And number 5, combining the two, redirecting to a page based on the country where the click originated and passing that source information into your autoresponder at the same time. So let's break these down and get started with the explanation. Then I'll show you how to set this up. So, reason number 1, you've ordered traffic from a solo ad provider. You want to make sure you're getting the clicks that you've paid for. So when you set up simple link tracking in the way I'm going to show you, here's what will happen. Here's an example where I've set up a link, internetprofitmastery.com / all-in-one. And what that link does is redirects to a page called $25funnel.com. Now in my back office, because that is a simple link tracked with this program, what happens is I can see the data on the screen of exactly how many clicks happened on that URL. And here you'll see that. You can see in the click section 541 / 537. What that means is that it's 541 clicks in total and 537 of them were unique clicks. The second reason you might want to do this is to create memorable URLs to anything that you might want to share. So here's an example of something that I do all the time. Here I've got internetprofitmastery.com, which is my main domain name, / Aweber, and that will forward you to my Aweber affiliate link. This is very useful because I can always remember the affiliate links. If anybody says to me, have you got an affiliate link, Steve, for Aweber? I know instantly in my mind that the link I can give them is internetprofitmastery.com / Aweber, and they'll have my affiliate URL so that I will get a commission when they join Aweber. So here's a few more examples that I have set up. I've got Udemy to my Udemy affiliate link. I've got Traffic for Me to my Traffic for Me affiliate link. And I've even got YouTube, which would send people to my YouTube channel. You can see how useful and powerful all of this is. And you can do all of this for free with the plugin that I'm going to share with you today. Here's the third reason that you might want to do this. Redirect to a different page or a different offer even, or even a different website based on the country where the click originated. Now this is based on the person's IP address. So here in the United Kingdom, I've got an IP address that belongs to the UK, and my traffic obviously could be redirected in that way. If you're watching this and you're in the USA and click one of my links, you'd get redirected to where I want you to go based on your location being the United States. So here's how that works. I created a link and it's internetprofitmastery.com XYZ in this example. And based on the country that you're in, my system will send you to a specific URL or page. So here you can see in my example, I'm just redirecting here to Amazon different country locations. So if you were promoting, for example, an Amazon product, you could get the product link for the United States Amazon website, you could get the one for the UK, you could get the one for Canada. And as you can see, that's what's going to happen here. If I shared that link with people and they're looking for that product, they would get taken to that specific page based on the country that they were in. Very useful indeed. And that's the third reason why you might want to do this. Here's the fourth reason. Passing the source where the click originated to your autoresponder. So what do I mean by that? Well, in the same way that we just showed you the XYZ for Amazon, Take a look at this link here. If I share internetprofitmastery.com/25df, based on your country, you will be sent to $25funnel.com, but you'll notice on the end of the URL, I've got source there, src equals, and you can see UK, US, Canada, and France in my examples here, but there's no limit to the countries that you can code in this way. Now what happens here is that obviously I can send that information into my autoresponder, which, as you'll see in a moment or two, is something else that is additionally powerful in what you can do with your email marketing. The fifth reason is to redirect to a page based on where the click originated and to pass the source into your autoresponder. So you can see here in my examples, United Kingdom, if you go to internetprofitmastery.com/25df and you're in the UK, you'll actually be redirected to $25funnel.com/UK offer/src equals UK. So what this is actually doing is sending you to a page called $25funnel.com/UK offer. That's the page, and the /question src equals UK is sending that data into my autoresponder. Very powerful stuff indeed. And it is really useful when you pass data in this way to your autoresponder. Here you can see I've got internetprofitmastery.com/25df. A person in the United Kingdom clicked that link. They were redirected automatically to $25funnel.com/source equals UK. And they've landed in my autoresponder at Aweber. And you can see there that the source is tagged in as UK. This is very useful for me to be able to target people in the United Kingdom if I need to do that for example, an offer that is very specific to people in the UK. If I want to search for those people, here's what that looks like inside Aweber. You can see at the top of the page there, I've searched for source contains UK, and it's brought up a list of people there. And of course you can do this for USA, Canada, or anything else that you've added into your autoresponder with this source tracking here. Now the really cool thing is that you can extend this even further. Here's an example on the page where I've got $25funnel.com /src equals T for me T1 UK. Now I'm going to break that down for you, and this is my own codes. This is what I use, but you can use anything you wish. But I just want to break it down so that you've got an idea of exactly what I'm talking about here. T for me, in my case, identifies that the traffic source I've used for this lead is traffic for me. Then T1 identifies the traffic source as coming from a tier 1 country. And UK, of course, identifies the traffic source country itself. So that would build that link as you see on the screen there. Now what happens then is all of that information gets passed through into my Aweber autoresponder, and I can use that for very powerful filtering down and sending emails. Now let's look at the fifth reason. That's the redirect based on the country where the click originated and passing the source to your autoresponder. So again, you can see here on the screen how that can work with what I've just explained for you, with T for me being traffic for me as the source, and then T1 being a tier 1 location, and UK being the country code, or US or CA or FR for France, or whatever you wish to put in there. So here's that being filtered inside Aweber. Here in Aweber, I've searched for subscribers where the source contained T1. In other words, T1 country traffic. And here's a person that's subscribed here. What you're actually seeing on the page here, right down the bottom left here, is that this subscriber came from a link that I posted on YouTube, and that they're in Canada, a tier 1 country. Here's a search for T for me subscribers, and I can see this subscriber came from traffic for me, and that they're in the USA, a tier 1 country. So now let me show you how to set all of this up using a WordPress plugin called Pretty Links. Now you will need the Pro version to do the country redirects, but it's really inexpensive and very much worth the money. Everything else I've shown you, you can do with the free version. So let's quickly switch over to my WordPress back office and I'll show you how we set up a link there. So imagine that I'm buying some traffic and the provider is a person called Peter Smith in my example here. Now the first thing that I need to do is to create a tracking link to give to Peter telling him where to send the traffic so that I can see the number of clicks on that link, and when people subscribe I want to know that subscriber came from traffic that I purchased from Peter Smith. So how do I do that? Well, the first thing I need is the web page opt-in form where I plan to send the traffic. In this case, it is $25funnel.com. And then I need to add the basic source tracking, which I do by simply adding / src equals PS, which obviously PS stands for Peter Smith. So my basic web page would be $25funnel.com in this example, and with the source tracking added, it'll be $25funnel.com / src equals PS. But this isn't what we're going to send to Peter Smith. What we're going to do is we're going to copy that URL and we're going to go into our Pretty Links dashboard. Click Add New and give the link a name. I'm going to call it Paul Smith Demo. This name is only for our own internal use. Next on this page, the target URL. I've got that on the clipboard. I'm just going to click paste on this here, and there you'll see it added into the form. And now you can see we've got a pretty link created already. I can copy that to the clipboard, which is what I'm going to do at this stage, and I'm actually going to update this link so that you can see what actually happens here. So now I'm going to update the link, so that's now published, and if I come over to my browser and I paste that pretty link that we've just created, you'll see it there. Now I press enter on my keyboard, you'll see we get redirected to $25funnel.com / src equals PS, which is exactly what we want it to do. And if I come back to my Pretty Links dashboard, you'll see here the clicks are currently 0. If I refresh this, you'll see that will be 1 click and 1 unique. And there you can see that. So that's our basic setup already in place. Next, we need to add country tracking to this. So here's how we're going to do that. We're going to click on Edit, and I've already mentioned to you, by the way, this only works in the Pro version. You will need to purchase the Pro version license for this. Well worth every penny, and you'll find a link to that down in the description below. Now the source tracking that's going through into your Aweber or your autoresponder will work with the free version. It's just the country tracking that we're about to show you that only will work with the paid version, the Pro version. Just to clarify that for you. So let me just move a few things around on my screen so I've got a bit of space here. So here in the Pro version, this Pro tab here, we've got a dynamic redirection option, and what I'm going to do is click on there and I'm going to click geographic. So now I can add some geographic redirects. I'm going to start off with UK. I click on add. Here I type in the country, or start to type it in. If I type Unite, you can see I've got United Kingdom there. And now I'm going to paste the URL in there one more time. Now this is the URL that we've got here. Let me just come back and grab that so that I can paste that URL in. So right now what's happening is that if a person goes to the short URL and they're in the United Kingdom, they would be taken here to the same link as they were going to just by default, and we want to change that. What we want to do here is T1, because we know the UK is a tier 1 country, and UK, and that will then pass that data directly through into my autoresponder once everything is set up. So there's United Kingdom. I can now go add for another country. And what I always do at this point, because I know I'm going to be adding tier 1 countries, is I copy just this part of the URL and then I'll go United States. Yeah, so I'll find United States and I Control V and just add US on the end of there and then click add. Now I'm going to add all of the tier 1 countries. I'm going to pause the video at this point, come back with those added in just a moment. And welcome back. So that's all of the tier 1 English speaking countries added. So here you can see I've got the United Kingdom, I've got the United States, Canada, Australia, New Zealand and the Republic of Ireland. And I separate these based on English speaking countries. What I'm going to do is I'm going to drop this list in the description below so you'll be able to follow along and do exactly the same as I do, and you'll have the list of the tier 1 countries, so you've got the codes that I use as well. So you can see I've added UK, USA, Canada, Australia, New Zealand and Ireland, and now what I do is I add tracking codes for all of the non-English speaking countries. They're still tier 1 countries but non-English, i.e. English not their default language. And for that, I add the tracking code of T1NE, which stands for not English, and it's for all of these countries here, Switzerland, Spain, Norway, and so on. So let's show you how we do that. We click add here, and we open up the country tab once more. I'm just going to pop open that list so that you can see that on the screen. And we've got Switzerland, Sweden, and Norway. So let's get started. I go Switzerland, I just search for it like this, and then Switzerland, Sweden and Norway, and work your way through the entire list. And what I do here in the URL is I will post that in there. So now we've still got PS for Paul Smith, T1 means tier 1 country, and then I personally put NE so I know it's not English speaking countries. So what I'm going to do, pause the video again, add all of these in so you don't have to hang around while I do those. And welcome back again. Now you can see all of those non-English speaking tier 1 countries added here, and the link that I'm going to send them through, PS for Paul Smith, T1 because they're tier 1 but non-English speaking countries. Come back up to the page, click update, and now all of that is set, and you'll get the link for sharing. The link that we're going to send to Paul Smith to send our traffic is actually available to us over here. Here we can see Paul Smith demo. This is where we're actually going to send people by default. If they don't have a country associated with them. In other words, if they're not in a tier 1 country, we know that the source will simply say PS in our autoresponder. But if they're in a tier 1 country, we'll know they're in a tier 1 and we'll know which tier 1 country they're in. So here's the pretty link that we need to share. Click here to copy it. And if I bring you back again and just open a new tab in the browser there, I'm now still in the UK, still on the same IP address. And if I paste that URL in here, just as we did before, this time you'll see it redirects me, not just with / src equals PS, but also with T1 and UK. So here it happens, and there you can see that that redirect has happened exactly as I said it would. What's going to get passed into our autoresponder here is PST1UK along with the name and email address of the person that's subscribing to your mailing list. So all of the information we've discussed, including a link through to Pretty Links. You'll need the pro version to do the country tracking, but you can get the free version from the WordPress directory. Everything else you'll find below. Hopefully you found this video useful. If you have, please give it a thumbs up and like and subscribe to the channel, and I'll catch you in the next video.